Hi there, Pastor Clint. I'm here checking in with you, trying to get this YouTube site started up again and spending some time with you as a congregation and whoever else is out there listening, just with a little bit of a thought for the week. This week, my thoughts are tied in with John, the Gospel of John. One of the reasons I've been thinking about the Gospel of John is I'm teaching it with both of my small groups on Wednesdays. So I'm preparing for both those Bible studies this week. Our Brookside Apartment Bible study is in John chapter 2, and our Pine Hills Retirement Center Bible study is in John chapter 9, which are both tied in with uh, this sense of the seven signs in the Gospel of John. In the Gospel of John, Jesus teaches about himself and his ministry through seven signs where he shows his messiahship, his lordship, and his offering of new life and what that new life is about. The first one of those seven signs is one I'm going to be teaching at the Brookside Bible Study, and that would be looking at John chapter 2 and Jesus turning water into wine and the joyful, celebrative life that Christ offers us of new hope and new beginnings. Um, and then when we get to um, John chapter 9, we actually get to the sixth of the seven signs, which is also a story about new beginnings. This will begin to be a theme for you, if you will. In John chapter 9, it's the healing of the blind man. And this man who's born blind is healed. And there's a sometimes humorous and yet very strongly stated um, little episode in Jesus' life about a man who's born blind, and Jesus heals him and makes him whole, both with his eyesight and with his heart spiritually. The seventh sign, most people believe, is the um, raising of Lazarus from the tomb. This resuscitation of Lazarus, I don't call it a resurrection of Lazarus because Lazarus dies again. The resurrection comes with Jesus Christ and is followed by all of those who believe in him on the last day. But um, again, the seventh sign is again a sign, as we have talked about the first sign and the sixth sign of new life. He was dead and now he's alive again. And it's interesting, as you do some study about this, then there begins to be some discussion of um, an eighth sign, or as one of my favorite bookstores puts it in Wichita, Kansas, the eighth day. And and this some refer to, especially I've heard of Rob Bell doing this, is has to do with um, yeah, and there are all sorts of theories either way on this, but the resurrection. The resurrection is, in fact, the eighth day, the eighth sign, which is, you have seven signs for 7 days of the week, but the eighth is a new start, a new creation, a do-over, if you will. And that's what the resurrection offers us, is a new beginning to become a new creation. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, this is meaningful, exciting, powerful, and moving news. If you're someone who feels like you don't always get things right, and you know what you're supposed to do, but you don't do it, um, the resurrection, when we put our faith in Jesus, always offers us hope of new starts and new beginnings. That's what the resurrection is about, and especially in the Gospel of John. If you really think about this, I think these people are right that believe in this eighth sign thing, because if you go to the beginning of the Gospel of John, what is the beginning of the Gospel of John talk about? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And then it begins to talk about how God has created the world and that he is, in John chapter 1, he's recreating the world through the life and the ministry and the person and the death and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So each day for believers, no matter if we have grown a lot since we first come to faith, or whether we are just this Easter season coming to faith for the first time, we have the opportunity as we celebrate the Easter season for new beginnings. And I hope you'll embrace a new start, a new beginning in your life this week. God bless you.